What is up, guys? Welcome back to another session video. Today, oh my god, I'm gonna show you my little VX1000 part I made here in session, even though I don't see it as an official part because it is kind of hard to do. There we go. I didn't mean to just do 360 shove it all the way. But I don't see it as an official part because it is kind of hard to film with the replay editor right now, and they have stated that the next update they will be working on a full rework of the replay editor. But take a look at it, and after that I'll show you how I film clips in session. So yeah, here it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. As you can see, there are some really rough keyframe transitions in there, and that's just the state of the replay editor right now. But if we just were to get a clip we could film, something like a switch tray like that maybe, I'll show you my process. So there are a couple ways to get clips in session right now. First of all, we could move from orbit camera over to free cam by hitting X. Then I'll hide the UI. And then one way is you could just free cam film it. I'll play the clip right now on A, and then I can move the camera with the right stick. That's one way to get fluent looking filming, but it's also just very inconsistent to film like that. So what I like to do is we'll just show the UI again on Y. Then we can hit edit montage. It is the back button on an Xbox controller. Select, I think, would be the normal way to put it. And then I just like to set our start of the clip. I'll hold down RB and then hit the left stick. That's our start now. You can see up in the timeline. Oh, you probably can't see that because it's behind my webcam. But we'll just go forward a bit to when I've landed the trick and when I want the clip to end. And then we'll hold RB again and then hit the right stick. Then we can go to the middle of our timeline, hold RB again and then hold Y. Now that is our entire workspace. Now for a single clip like this, I would like to film it with a fisheye, and my preferred way is to actually just go into options, hit camera, and then down here we can hit the fisheye, which is 4:3, or we can choose fisheye wide. You can also change the filter to VX1000, which is what I did for the part, but we'll just keep it at the default one. So now we have a fisheye look to it. And once again, now we can enter free cam by hitting X, and then you could just film it like before. Now if you just want to film it like this, you actually didn't have to go into edit montage, but to add keyframes we did, so let's just do that. With the D-pad we can move left and right. Right now it's on camera position key. We also have playback speed key and field of view key. If you don't like this fisheye, you can hold RB and then hit down to create a field of view key, and then you just gotta up it to the maximum, then you also get a fisheye effect. But I do like this one. So I just want to move over to the camera position key, and then we'll just go to the start of the clip. We'll find a place where we want the camera to start. And I think right around here is pretty good. So we'll add our first keyframe by holding down RB, then clicking down, and that is the camera position key. It's very important that we turn this to interpolate. That means that when we add more keyframes, it's gonna move between those. We'll just add this one right here, and then we'll go a bit forward in the clip, maybe around here where I don't know if I want to raise the camera. I mean, it's just a little test filming. Maybe to around here. We'll move it a little bit to the side. And we want our skater to be at the side of the frame. Then we'll create our new keyframe, hold RB and then down, and we'll choose interpolate once again. So right now you can't see anything happening, but if I turn playback camera on, we'll hit LB like this. Now you can see there's some stuff happening between the keyframes. We'll add another keyframe right here in the air just to get a better look of where our skater is in the frame. I'll hide the UI and then find the place where I want it to be, maybe around here. We'll just do this for as many places as you want, but to keep it more fluent you should add less keyframes. But we'll add one more here, interpolate on once again, and then we'll go to like the end of the clip around here. So now we basically have a single clip with a fisheye. And as you can see, there's not that smooth transition between the keyframes, but I'm sure they'll be adding that to the very next build. But let's say we wanted to add something like slow motion. We'll just show the UI once again, and you gotta be kind of precise with this because I've experienced a lot of crashes working with this. But we'll move over to playback speed key, and then we'll add one right here as the trick is about to pop. And we'll just make that at speed 1. We'll go down to interpolate, hit on and add. Then we'll find the middle of the trick, which is around here. I think that's a pretty good place. We'll add another one and we'll lower it this time to around maybe 40. You know what, let's just go even slower just for the sake of this replay. We'll hit interpolate on once again so that the speed actually transitions between them. And then we'll create our last keyframe, which is going to be around the landing. And that's just gonna be 1 again. So now we should have added some slow motion to it. Let's just check it out. But that is one way to do it. So that was just a fisheye single trick. Let's just go out of the replay editor here, and now our skater is gone. But if you hit Y, he's gonna turn back up. And now for me, I have to return to the apartment, otherwise the game will crash. But it's also a good excuse if you want different looking clips to kind of just change up your apparel, maybe also your skateboard. But then after you've done that, we'll just go skate again. What if we go to Philly this time? And then I just want to find a good spot for a line, and then we'll try to film that. Go into the replay editor and then we'll hit edit montage once again. I'll just go to the start, then we'll hold RB and click the left stick to place our start. We'll go to the very end of the line around here and we'll hold RB and click the right stick, and then once again we'll hold RB and click Y in the middle of the clip, and now we have our workspace once again. Since I showed it with the fisheye filter before, I think this time we'll just add a field of view key to make the fisheye, because just to show there's another way of doing it. So we'll go to field of view key in the bottom there with the D-pad, then we'll hold RB, click down, and then we just want to make this the highest number we can, which is 120, and we don't need to turn interpolate on because I just want this setting for the entire clip. We'll hit add, and now you can see we've kind of zoomed out a little bit. We'll change from orbit camera to free cam once again by hitting X, and now it's just all about placing our keyframes. So we'll go left on the D-pad, just finding camera position key, and then I think we'll add our first one around here. Hold down RB and click down on the D-pad, and then we'll create a camera position key, and we need to turn it to interpolate once again so they can transition between the other keyframes we're making. Hit A, and even though it's green up there, that's just a glitch. I think it's because it's on top of another keyframe that's not interpolating. It is gonna interpolate as far as I've experienced. Go to the place where we want our next keyframe, and that should be maybe around here. We'll create it once again, interpolate on, and now you can see it's yellow, so it should be working. Interpolating on once again, and then we should have our clip, which I'm kinda afraid of how it's gonna look, but hopefully it's alright. We can just kind of slowly rewind it and see. See, we have some issues here. Oh man. And that might actually ruin the clip right there. That's because I was kind of turning left and right during the line, but I do think the beginning here looks okay. Got the backside flip just nice. Got the fake front big spin nice, and then this is the point where the line might be ruined. Okay, let's just watch it like that, and then we'll see if we can fix it afterwards. Hopefully you could still use my tips on this line for something where you might not be going that much right and left, but we'll still see if we can fix it. I doubt we can though, but if we were to add a new keyframe right around here where I'm out of the picture, we'll just hit playback camera off and then try to find the place like right around here. We'll create a new keyframe and we'll interpolate on, but if I know this replay editor, it is gonna look kind of weird once we get to here. But let's just go back to the start of the clip. We'll hit the playback camera on and we'll see if it's actually worked. So as you just saw, it didn't work. We messed up a line. I do want to try another one. It's not easy working with the replay editor as it is right now, so this is all good, but we'll just get out of this and return to the apartment. That's a shame because otherwise it was a pretty good line, but we'll just go back to Philly, I think, and try another line somewhere else. We kind of stopped on the half cap heel, but still that was an okay line, and just to show off the replay editor, I think we're just gonna keep it, even though it is a bit annoying when that happens. Yeah. But okay, for this attempt, I think we are gonna use the filter. So we'll go to camera lens and then choose fisheye wide once again. You know what, we already showed a clip with that, so how about we go with the fisheye 4x3 and we turn on the VX1000 filter, because we are in Philly, we gotta do this, sabotage style. So now we have a completely different feel to the clip, but I just want to show the UI once again, and we'll hit edit montage. This is gonna be the start of our clip, so you guys know the drill by now. RB left stick, go to the end of the clip. RB right stick. When we're in the timeline here, we'll hit RB and Y. We'll change from orbit to free cam by hitting X. And now we're kind of ready to go. Our first key is gonna be around here. Interpolate on, and then we're gonna move a little bit closer to the barrier, I think. We can still see our skater, we can see the gap from the stair to the barrier. We'll just place it around here. We'll hit playback camera on with LB. And see, we are kind of moving out of frame a little bit, but I think that is okay. Still not the best job though, but let's just check it out. As you guys could see, the skater was kind of glitching out a little bit, and that's just some of the issues with the replay editor, but I still think it turned out okay. It's not as bad right now. And the reason why we kind of fell behind after the half cap heel, that is because we kind of landed at a dead stop right there, and then I didn't really adjust for that. I didn't think about it when I placed down the keyframes, but it's still fine. We're still in frame. In my opinion, sometimes that makes it look a little more realistic. So overall, a success on this one. But I do have one more thing I want to kind of illustrate. So if we just go into options, camera, and we turn off the fisheye once again, we'll just keep the VX1000 filter on because I want to return to Philly. But we just gotta return to the apartment first. Change up our skater a little bit again. Let's just also go with a weird board for this one. And now I want to get a long lens clip, so I think we'll just do a trick down Love Park. Everyone loves the good old Love Park gap. It's called NAR right now, just to avoid copyright, I think. We could get a hard flip back 180. That is such a good looking trick in session. I like that one. So you kind of know the drill by now, right? We'll find the start of our clip, we'll hit edit, and then we'll hit RB left stick, go to the end of the clip, RB right stick, zoom into the middle here, RB Y, and now we're pretty much ready to go. We just gotta change the orbit camera to free cam, And then I want to make it a bit far away, kind of like this. And then the very first thing we're going to mess around with is the field of view key. So we are going to create one right around here. It doesn't really matter where we're aiming at this point. It's only how much zoomed in the camera is. But we'll create one by holding down RB and then down. And we'll make it super zoomed in, so we'll go to the lowest setting. I think that's around 60. It's a bit of a slow process sometimes. There, and then we got to turn on interpolate. Because I do want to add some zoom in stuff. But we will, along with the field of view key, also create a camera position key. I'll kind of try to create them at the same time. So I think this is pretty good. We can see the love sign, the NOR sign. We can see our skater, and we can see the start of the gap. So I'll create a camera position key around here, also interpolating. It's green once again, I don't know why, but it's all good. And I won't actually move the camera, I'll only change the position of where we're aiming. So our filmer is in theory standing still, but we'll create a keyframe around here. Interpolating on. We'll go to the field of view key, and I just want to zoom out a little bit. Add another one, and we had it at 60 before. No, you know what, we'll add it to 60 once again. This way you won't be able to see any changes. But I wanted to zoom out a little bit on the landing. So around here I actually wanted to zoom out to maybe just about 70. We'll create another one, we'll go to 70. Interpolating on once again, we'll see if it turns yellow up there. It did, the last one didn't. And then we'll also add a camera position key. Something around this, because I still want like the love gap to be in focus and our skater kinda at the edge. Going out of frame almost. And then at this point I want to zoom in once again. And we're gonna make that 60 once again. And then we'll create our last camera position key. And that is looking pretty good. Let's get one without slow motion, and we'll add some after this. Perfect. Alright, let's just show the UI again. Find the pop, a little bit before the pop I think. So around here we'll find the playback speed key, and we'll add our first one. Set it to 1 once again. And now I normally don't experiment with it. I normally just put one at regular speed, then one in the middle at like a slow motion speed, and then one at the end to kind of catch back up to the regular speed. But we could try to add more. We could try that. So maybe adding a really slow, no, maybe not a really slow one on this one, but let's just say 50. Then we'll go to the catch here, because that looked pretty good, and we'll add one at even lower than 50, maybe 25. Let's see how it looks. Let's see if we're breaking the replay editor right now. We did already capture it in RAW without slow motion, so we'll just see what happens here. Get it back to 1. Alright, I'm curious to see if we broke the replay editor, but let's just check it out. So 25 was a bit slow, but I still like that. I want to add another one right here, also at 1. And then as we're crouching down, I want to add one in slow motion. Just around 65, interpolate on. We're going back to the regular speed here again, interpolate on. Let's check that out. I think that was pretty cool. A little bit of slow motion on the landing there, but I hope you guys have a better idea of how to film your clips until we get the next update of session. But yeah guys, that was it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I just hope to see you in the very next one here on the channel. So until then, have it good and peace out.